Yes, this is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. We are here once again, part 2 here with D2E, Low Energy, on a Friday night here with our correspondent hosts here. You know what I mean? You done know we're Impenetrable, The Crown here, and Sean Myrie. You done know. Yo, what's the deal?
Giving you
gentlemen?
guys a special because we got basically a full cast, but bless up the frost. Be great if it was here, but yeah, low energy. You're gonna talk about in the media, and we're continuing with the media because that's what you're viewing every day when you either you watch it on television or on your phone. It's traveling media more than ever.
True.
Before there was no phones at one point. I remember when like cell phones never had it became a computer. A cell phone is a walking mobile computer where you could take everywhere because like there was one point there was no screen for you to view anything. It was just communication through audio, hearing somebody's voice, and then texting. But there was no video. You were watching music videos before at one point and shit like that. They made it a traveling mobile computer, right?
Smart. Self-monitoring. I keep fucking it up.
So now,
self-monitoring and reporting technology. Maybe I'm off with the ad.
so this no, you're right because I studied about how the internet started and how this media shit started, and when we were talking about like people conspiracy theorists about the mark of the beast, right, or the chip. Mm-hmm. This is what I found out from 2000 or before 2000 when I was always into shit like this, right? That when people were talking about the chip, that's like a movie. No one's gonna put a chip into their body, or that's like crazy thinking that people are gonna really do this, like put a chip in their body, right? So people are thinking it's like, oh, the government's gonna force a chip on you when the time comes, but you already always had the chip, right? The chip became popular, and what the chip is, right? People,
phone.
that's part of it. It's mainly your fucking phone now. The chip, because even me, it's like how it could catch you. Before I never had a phone, like I'm gonna continue. But when you get the phone now, think of when you're driving and you're on the road now. If you don't have a phone and your car breaks down, you gotta go old school and wave people down. All the communication to make people know where you are.
Don't trust anybody anymore. So.
All the communication,
good luck with that, waving motherfuckers down.
You better have a phone for all these situations, right? Even to find out, even if you don't have a car, just for people to know where you are. Right? If something happens to you, payphone is not enough anymore. They got rid of the fucking payphone, right? So what I'm saying now, this chip is in the phone. You notice they call it the chip, what you use to put into your phone, right? Not everybody on Earth has a phone, but the popularity for people to be employed.
This is a crazy thing though. Most of the
money.
people on the planet don't have a phone.
They don't have a phone.
Us living in the West, we think it's all.
Because everything is like radio, but a lot of people still listen to the radio signal. That's when we were talking about music. That no matter what, for example, with the stream shit, the radio still is bigger because you could be in a trailer park or someplace as long as there's some power, little energy, and play that radio and hear radio signals compared to internet. You know what I mean? Like radio is the first internet.
Some places in the world they still live like off grid, like
but
to them it's not even off grid because they've never been on grid. It's just tradition and culture and.
But you're
really like pygmies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what I mean. Really off grid.
Like if their music, they have their own instruments
you're right.
they make and they make their music.
But man will try to discover that, like what you're saying, like that, and like interrupt that. That always happens, right? So, where is going with this now? Because we've been down to earth, blazing up for a good while. Smoked out. Right?
Still smoking.
Low energy, right?
They put things out there not to make you rise up. No. It's like when you're working 5 days a week, right? All this thing people think is crazy, but conspiracy theorists.
That's the good names about word magic, right?
Yeah, word magic. 5 days a week, right?
You guys call it word magic?
And at the end of the week,
No, I'm talking about on a whole
How
nother
they
At
use
your
level.
end of your
Yeah.
week, no matter what week you're
Like,
working, you're
we
gonna
can
feel.
we can go down to earth if y'all want to go
You're
down
gonna
to
feel.
earth.
You're gonna feel
Go down to
weak.
earth.
I'm talking like word magic. Like,
Yeah.
legalese and these type of things. What they use against us.
Yeah.
Legalese now. That's the language that the lawyers and the courts use. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's why they set the examples.
Now, legalese is also mixed in with maritime admiralty law. You get what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you have your naval, right? And then you have the navy, right? Okay, so your naval is connected to your birth. You come through the birth canal when you come here. A ship, you have a ship, right? But another name for a ship is a mothership. I'm just giving you the flyby of it. I'm not going too deep, right? So try to make these connections as I say them. I'll go over them after. So I started with navel, right? Your belly button.
Yeah,
that's your
navel,
navel.
yeah.
That's connection to your mother when you're born, right? Okay. And then what is the I want to say the part of the military that operates on the sea?
The Navy.
Okay, all right. So we're making connections here now, all right?
I see where you're
Okay,
going.
so you have ships now, right? Everybody knows what a ship is. Boat, right? Another name for a ship is mothership.
Mothership.
Okay, okay. So we all have a mother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have words like birth and you have birth certificate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now birth, this is where the word magic comes in now. Well, it came in with those other ones that I just mentioned, but now I'm going to show you something. Birth in English, right? Phonetically, it's just birth, right? But you have B-E-R-T-H and B-I-R-T-H. Now, B-E-R-T-H, that's when a ship touches land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
B-I-R-T-H.
I see what I mean. Birth. Yeah. When it touches
That's when the
land.
waters break
It makes sense. Yeah. I
and
see
you
what I
come,
mean.
you're birth. So
See how they put it in word. We only could.
word
You guys are
magic.
getting
So the whole
something.
birth certificate thing. Some people are gonna know what I'm talking about.
No,
like
we,
Moors
yeah.
and
We're getting
whatnot.
down to
They're gonna
real,
know,
down to
like,
earth.
They know
yeah.
the ins
I
and
know what
outs
you're
of it.
saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
you're saying.
So it's word magic at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? They connected everything because then the boat, the ship also has a certificate too that has to get signed off
Yeah.
when it docks. You know what I'm saying? And you have the dock or, and then when you're born, who signs off the birth
Makes-
certificate?
see all
The
that?
doctor.
I
You know what
could.
I'm saying?
He's
The
illustrating
boat, the
everything.
ship literally has a dock or. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the person that signs this birth certificate, the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And he delivers the bird,
See
delivers
that?
the ship.
It's true.
That
Facts.
came through the mothership.
And
And that's the
birth
English
canal.
language
And
too.
then boats come through a canal as well. Ships come through canals as well.
Listen
You
to
know
that.
what I'm saying? Naval, you got your belly button naval.
Take
The
that.
Navy works
So,
in the sea.
Take it all in.
So it was because goods and stuff were shipped back in the. That's why you have
everything
when
was
you
done
order
by
something,
ship.
you have shipping and receiving. That you know what I'm saying? That's all because everything was done on ships. Goods were coming in, everything that was coming in through different lands and shit was
Yeah.
coming through ships. You know what I'm saying? So there's a definite connection between our birth certificate and shit and the way how the law of the seas work.
But it's true because
You know
look,
what I'm saying?
our last name is colonization, right?
Well, first name,
that
last
was
name.
traveling
Once you have
slaves, and that's what yours.
Once you have an ID with all capital
Yeah.
letters, that means your state property, like your.
Isn't that what it is for most?
That's why it's all
black,
capitals.
Aboriginal
No, for
Yes.
everybody. It's
No,
not
for
a race
everybody,
thing.
but I'm just saying,
If you
especially
have
us.
ID and your
we
name is
got
all capitals on
re-ID'd.
there, that's
We got re-ID'd, especially us up here when you're talking, right?
Mm.
Like our parents too, from Jamaica, whatever name they got, that was in the name of the English or whatever colonizer to do the same thing.
Yeah, the imperialists and the colonization was totally done. That's why, like, the whole thing exists of the birth certificate that he's talking about. But in regards to the history, in regards to
Yeah.
where it all came from,
Yeah.
he's definitely
You're
right.
right.
Again, where it was coming in regards from like how they were living during those times through ships, right? Because that's how they were like getting across to the lands to do so.
Yeah, and it's like, this shit ties into a lot more shit. Like, for instance, you have look at me with the what? Like, word magic ties in with a lot more things. Like, for instance, okay, so you have Hollywood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Hollywood is an actual tree, the holly tree.
I know about that.
And then
Yeah.
that's what they made the original magic wands out of Hollywood.
Hollywood, you're right.
So Hollywood, so it's a whole.
Yeah, check it.
You
Do
know, it's
people
a
know
whole-
that? Let's just
That's just
stop
another,
and let's spotlight this like some people would do.
it's
The
word magic,
Hollywood,
man.
right? And just you telling me this, my memory of it from even younger, right? That it is a wand.
Yeah, but check this.
Magic.
Check this. It's even deeper. This shit. The first time I learned this, I was like, whoa. Right. So it's connected to hex, like writing, because you know
Yeah.
how words are spells and you know you spell them out.
You're right,
So,
hex, you're right.
So writing a hex on or a spell or a hex, right?
Yeah.
Now when you check it now, a number deux, a number deux, a number 2 pencil, right?
Yeah.
When you look at it from just like the top view, like what is it? It's a hexagon.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. It's a
Yeah,
You
it's
know
hexagon.
what I'm
Hexagon.
saying?
That's
So it's like a lot of these things is like in the English language,
Mm-hmm.
it's word magic, bro. And then when you learn that, you learn how tricky English is. And then you start to learn about legalese. Oh man, you get into a whole nother world.
Because they have something
baby.
called legalize. But what is legalese?
Legalese is the legal language. Like it's if you ever heard of the Black's Law Dictionary?
Yeah.
Like that will there's legalese words in there. The terms that they use in law.
So basically,
So mostly lawyers, judges, and those people that are they're professionals.
They understand
in
how to work it.
law. They understand legalese. Regular citizens like us, we don't understand these terms. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because we're not studied in it, so you're not gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a cell is a cell. Because they're putting you in there. They're usually draining your
yeah,
energy.
it's true.
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That's
See,
why
the
you get
name,
charged.
yeah, listen to the
That's why
cell.
you get charged with battery.
But what do they
You know what I'm
associate
saying?
with cell?
Battery and assault. You know what I'm saying? Charge. That's
Yeah.
why you charge you. Charge.
Charge.
Energy. It's an energy
So
thing.
wait, when
you
they
know what I'm
charge
saying?
you now, this is where I'm gonna get to now. If you are a person who has money, right?
Okay.
Not all cases. Sorry, I'm just thinking
It's
of
all a
this.
game, man. Like
Certain
Baba
people,
Dick
if you have the
Gregory used to
money,
say, it's
right?
all a game.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to like O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
It's deep, man.
You can legally. I'm not saying he's guilty, but you can legally pay for the influence of your innocence.
It's all a game, fam. Look
It's a
at
game,
court.
yeah.
Court, right? It's like a sport.
But
That
that's what
side
I'm saying.
against this side. Hit
That's
the
where
tennis
that
ball
whole
that
low
way,
energy
hit the
comes
ball
into
this
it
way.
to me.
You
That's
know
where
what
it
I'm
all comes to
saying?
me with low
Defense
energy.
and
How are you
big.
gonna say that you're a true justice system
Got the
when
bench and everything.
It is
Somebody
not,
can
There is no
pay.
justice.
that's what I'm trying to say?
There's no
because
justice system.
if he's actually, if what
It's a
you're trying to
game.
say
Yeah,
with
it's a
OJ,
game,
and
right.
we all understand that, yeah, it's a
game.
game. It's a complete game.
Yeah.
That's why it's called
Because
court.
If you have to pay for it, no. Why
That's
get
why it's
into it?
called court.
No,
That's
no.
why
This
it's
side
court.
hits the ball
Listen,
to that
I'm
side.
gonna get down to it. If you have the money,
You know what
right?
I'm
If
saying?
you have enough money, you could pay basically to get out of any damn shit.
It's a
And people
game,
think
man.
it's funny. Well, I don't want to.
They even
But-
have a
All
bench.
right, hold on. Yeah,
Court has a bench too.
Yeah.
but that's what I'm trying to say.
Bench
There's the
warrant.
word play. There's the word magic that we're all talking about.
Yeah.
Everything is being done in court. What happens on a court? You play on a court.
Yes.
So it's a play
Yeah. It's a play. Exactly.
of a
They
game.
got a bench.
You have to know how to play the game.
You have to play the game.
Because-
right. So that's how the whole court thing is really
and you have your
like.
lawyer.
And yo, do you know
Your
that
lawyer is your team. You know, your defense.
someone got to correct me, but I'm a shoot in the dark right here, but I'm kind of more. I think the lights are a little bit on. I think I know what I'm talking about a little bit. I might be off though, but it's pertaining to like the reason why we're not allowed to step past where the lawyer is,
Yeah.
like where the gate is. That thing I forgot
Yeah.
what it's called. Like you don't have no jurisdiction until you.
You're just a
pass that.
player.
You
That's what it's
understand?
more like.
That's why they don't allow you to go close like
Yeah.
where the lawyers are.
The way how it's
'Cause you
kind of
have
like set up
jurisdiction
in a
if
court.
you go up there.
Think about it this way, like even on a
But
court, like
that
if you're
line, you're not
playing,
allowed to go past that.
like
gate.
for coaches, they can't go past a certain box or line
Yeah.
on the court. You see what I'm saying? Because they're at another level.
You have no jurisdiction.
As a player
So
now,
why
remember
does it when
now,
people want to represent
remember
themselves?
before now. Hold on, let's get
They
back to like
understand
the
the
whole
law.
entire
They
wordplay
study
and
the law.
understanding the game.
That's why they're able to do that.
That's why they're able to play the game of law. Because think now, as a player, you're not supposed to be like arguing with the ref, who understands the law.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you should be getting yeah.
Doing it anyway.
No, but you should be getting your own. You're right. You shouldn't be arguing. You get your own. That's what your defense is. Your own team.
You get
People
your
do
coach.
it all the time.
Yeah, your
people-
coach. That's your
Coach
coach.
is
Yeah.
your lawyer,
Your
Yeah.
coach is your lawyer. You're right. Exactly.
right? To speak out for you. This
No,
is how-
serious. That makes a
yeah.
big difference, you know.
That's
It's
what
a
it
game.
does.
Listen,
It's part of
oh,
the
man,
game.
do you want me to bring this up again? You see what we're talking about defense? It all makes a difference within your case. Because, listen, maybe I'm going to give advice right now, right? To get the emotions going. If you are in a big profile case, for example, I'm just putting it out there, and you're like, remember O.J. Simpson, right? O.J. Simpson had a good, whatever they call defense team, right? So certain people,
coach.
no, right now, certain people who are in problems, they got certain people to represent them. Like, what's his name? Kodak Black. He got Trump to take him out of a situation. So if you're in trouble, what I'm saying, and you have a good defense, like it's like money. It's same shit. What I mean, and people are vouching for you.
Money
you
and connections.
money, you could come out of
It's a
all types
combination
of
of money
things.
and
Connections and money.
That's what I'm getting to. You could get out of anything, as long as you
This
have
is why
money.
I'm trying to say there's not a.
It's deeper
there's
than
not
that,
a-
though.
yeah.
Because the circumstances that you're in, it depends how what type of situation you're in. Because
Okay, I'm gonna go to
even the people that can help you, if it's that bad, maybe they won't even be willing to help you.
No,
no
I'm
more.
gonna go to
you
dictators.
know what
what they
I'm
call
saying? Your so-called
dictators.
connections and shit.
Dictators, like people who were dictating for like 30, 40 years. Right? They were doing all types of shit forever, killing, murdering people, and not until like America or somebody comes in saying that that's wrong because they're doing it more publicly than us. You know what I mean? Like,
That's an example of your connections coming together like collectively against you.
because they were working with them before. This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
so
You will
it's
see
like-
history of, hey, they're all good, but one day, like, you see, like
The
Saddam.
minute you tarnish your image around these individuals, because it's all about, like as we said, influence,
Influence.
right? Once your influence in their eyes is not like a positive
Yeah.
thing that works towards their agenda,
Yeah,
you're screwed.
you're right.
You're not gonna get the defense team that you're looking for. You're not gonna have the same support that you look for. This is why a lot of people
Dirty
have
game.
to. It's a dirty game when it comes into like when you're getting up in the stage of life. You got to know who are your people around you from the get-go and are there for you throughout all of this. They know you before the money, and they still understand you when you have your money. That you need to still be you.
Yeah.
And they're gonna call you out as it is. Like that's what it is amongst like with me and my boys. I got brothers that are well off. Trust me, well off. I know people that are like estate owners,
Yeah.
but I've known them all before that. But I still chill with them the same way as how I chill with you guys, and we just keep it real.
Real.
You know what I mean?
Genuine.
You have to keep it genuine.
Yeah.
So my point with it is just that with all of this stuff that's going on, with all of this stuff, if we're not keeping it real with one another with like the whole court stuff and everything, you're not going to have those that are around you that are going to have the right team when you fuck up, because your brethren will tell you like, yeah, you know, you fucked up. But all right,
Real, bro.
here's something that I can do to like show you on the right path. Because you do that for your brother. Your brother would do that for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the thing that's happening now. Because everybody's just looking at it really, well, ooh, this person's going to get me ahead in the money-wise and I don't have to worry about this. You're not thinking about, well, is this person now going to be with me during the times when
Fast life.
the fast
Yeah, yeah.
life just slow it down?
What about when it's not fast no more?
You're going to see when it not fast no more, or when what I am doing now to influencing the masses and you're investing in now work out for you.
Yeah.
Because this is how a lot of these celebrities are. They're literally just a commodity for someone that they invested into them in regards to getting off their influence to the masses.
That is true.
That's why certain things where it's not popular opinion, they will keep under.
They won't say nothing.
You know what I mean? Because
They need to
they
keep
want
the
popular.
agenda.
They want to keep their popular opinion out there.
So that the money keeps on
And have the
generating, the
law
coming in. Yeah.
Support them. So that's why they're taking away the so-called freedom of speech, but in their system.
I guess it works for them though.
No, it works for them because
Listen,
it works for them like
listen, the
doing this.
reason why it works for them is this. An economic person told me this, and I think I may have said this before, but it's this. If you are in a position to take advantage of the market, now think of the market as like the world.
Yeah.
You got people, you got things, you got minds, bodies, all of that. That's the market. But if you have an advantage to jump on the market, are you not going to?
As a business, you have to.
As a business, you're going to.
When it comes to
And an
business.
economic person said that. So the mind of a human being, you have to understand now, is like almost completely not on a humanitarian level. Everybody is more on an economic business mind level. So in regards to like, all right, what can I do to get generating money now into my life so I don't have to worry about things, is the first and foremost thing that most people are literally on right now when you come into adulthood. So the whole entire like humanity stuff that we went through as a child, that's all gone. It's completely been eradicated. You see what I'm saying? That's what's gone on in this world with the whole thing. So that's why now the whole entire low energy stuff is like completely gone, because there's no more now in regards to humanity. There's no more of like the education at home. It's in an institution. There's no more
There's
of like
so many
accountability.
distractions nowadays.
Distractions in regards to accountability.
Every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every millisecond, there's a fucking distraction. Like, there's something that's keeping
A low energy vibe. Yeah.
Majority of the times, besides you, for example, now celebrating like if you have a child's birthday or your brother or sister, like your family member or friend, that brings up an energy. But reality in life, the 5 days a week, or if you're not doing the 5 days a week, you're still in the system. That could affect your energy. So is it really, are you happy to see your kids every day, or like what are you happy, like do you have a happiness, a humor throughout
well,
the
that
week?
has to come from
Are you
within.
more stressed? Are you more a person who's always angry?
That's the internal issue.
But that's where now, like as we got to before in the first segment, where confused people are, because they're not happy with themselves. They're now following what the outside world is telling them of what they should be, instead of loving themselves.
So
And
really, they're getting a low energy because
They're
they're
catching,
fighting.
yeah.
They're fighting a lot of other energy.
they're fighting a lot
So
of
all you
energy.
say is demonic, fam.
It's demonic energy that's being
Yeah.
taught to them.
Yeah.
And then also too, now you don't have parents that are actually even encouraging it, because look at our now society now. Like I even say it now with like young little girls that I have nieces of right now. I feel sorry for them, because when they now look at like what a strong woman is supposed to be, their role models are women that are just sexualized.
Yeah, that's it. True.
Not for like, substance of like an empress.
Yeah.
Not a substance for like
It's a
a
bad
queen.
chick.
That shit is
a
scary,
bad
bro.
chick. It's not like a wife.
Yeah.
That shit is
You know what I
scary.
mean?
It's not promoted.
And girls are even promoting it to themselves as
Yes,
like, no,
yeah.
I'm a bad chick.
Yeah.
I'm a
They're
bad bitch.
accepting the bad bitch or
Listen,
whatever that they want.
listen, man. I pick my side. You know what I mean? I already know what side I'm on. Them people gonna do what they're gonna do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
The so-called ratchet is the so-called ratchet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's popularized though. That's like normalized.
But that's what it is.
They picked their
popularized-
side. They said we're gonna make this is what black looks like. I'm saying no, that's not. Although I don't fall under like the term, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
'Cause that
that's
same
why Bill
legalese
Cosby
shit,
came
but
out with the show in regards to like
Let's
trying to
upswell
battle
us.
the low energy.
It's
in
deeper than
regards
it's
to-
deeper than the show though. Like,
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
is
saying?
deeper
Like,
than the show. It's just like our culture of
Like-
mind in regards to the celebration of it.
Yeah, like Harlem and you know what I'm saying?
Boys in the
Like-
Hood, everything. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
we were celebrating all like
People
hood
celebrate
stuff.
when they get awards the most. Like
No, I'm talking about Harlem of antiquity, like old Harlem, like
Yeah.
like Marcus Garvey, like you know what I'm saying? Like all the
is
people
that
that
celebrated.
rode through, like the history that
But
Harlem
not
has.
That's not celebrated to the mass. So
No.
it's low energy they're
No, I'm
celebrating.
just saying that's one aspect of showing the greatness of us, aside from the
That's
media.
high energy.
Remember, say yo, this whole image
Good
of
energy.
us as like low energy, low vibrational people that's on some crime.
We know that's
and
bullshit though.
It's the me. Not every one of us know it because some of us perpetuate it, right?
Yeah.
We have to be honest.
Yeah.
Some of us
Yeah,
perpetuate
it's
it.
definitely
right?
perpetuated.
There's real life communities like that where it's like, yo, they just
But that's
living
just
like
like
that.
now. It's not them. Now, that's where I want to make sure like we don't like discriminate. If you're in that environment and you're showing the truth of like what it's like in there,
Yeah.
now you're not doing low energy.
No.
No, what I'm saying is, if
Right.
if it's considered that by anybody, like it's low energy, you know, somebody that's.
Yeah, some people
Bougie or
will still
whatever.
perceive it as low
I'm
energy
just
because
saying
it's not
that's
at the level where
that's
they're
what
at
you would
in life.
call a minority of us, the least amount of us. You know what I'm saying? Majority of us is not. That's not the image.
Yeah.
In reality, in society, in the real
Well, in
world,
this real world now, yeah.
majority of people that
Those
consider
days
that
have grown
are
out.
considered black,
Some of them
quote-unquote
have
black,
like, yeah, majority of us
it's
now have
not
like
no
homes and cars.
You know what I'm saying?
And, yeah.
Image that's in the media.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
complete the
Yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a small percentage.
What was
You
the
know what
one
I'm
sitcom TV show that was kind of like more updated?
You talking about Marlon Wayne, one of the Wayne brothers?
Not with the Wayans
college
brother.
ones?
No,
Different
it's
world?
with what's the brother's name now? He used to be in like some movies, but then he started doing TV shows.
Oh, you talking
Malcolm?
about
No, not Malcolm.
Not Malcolm.
what's
What is this? Like one of those black shows back in the day?
Yeah, it was a sitcom of like a family show, but it was more updated where like the kids were more.
One of
How
the
would I
Wayans
say?
brothers?
It wasn't
My
one of the
Wife and
Wayne
Kids?
brothers.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's a
that was the
chubby
la-
dude.
Oh, is it that guy
Oh,
who used
Family
to,
Matters?
Not family
Oh,
man.
you're talking modern day.
Yeah, it's talking more modern. Isn't that guy who used to be I don't know if it was Mad TV.
Was it Tyler Perry?
No.
Not Tyler Perry. Damn man.
He used to come to Toronto and do some movies, like a lot. A comedian too, right?
trying to
Sitcoms
do it,
with
a
the
like,
family?
He's a comedian
Yeah.
too, right?
I'm gonna try to
So
find it
what?
right
The
now.
kids are little, or the children? Like, how's the kids in the show?
They were.
We gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find it right now.
Cause I don't remember those.
I just
So-
remember like one of the Wayne's brothers with one of the late like I stopped watching.
What
Like
was it
them
on? You
shows for a
remember
long
what
time.
station it was on?
This is like something that came out like in the late
Like
Like-
2013.
15, 13, or like just before like
Yeah,
2020.
you see, the problem is they take off some shows quick. They don't keep some of these shows.
And this
on.
was popular,
Yeah.
you saying?
Yeah, it was one that was popular. Let me try to see if there's one that says 2018.
Cedric? Nah, it can't be Cedric.
Or is it?
Blackish.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Oh,
of that.
Blackish.
Yeah, Blackish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never really watched that one.
Oh, Anthony.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anthony,
yeah. I never
thing
really
there,
liked
yes,
that
one.
that
Yeah.
was the one. Now, what I'm trying to get at is that what you were saying is that type of generation is gone. What they're trying to portray in media, but that was the one thing that I like about Black-ish, because the kids then were more integrated now, where they had like, you know what I mean, when they went to school, they weren't really about like the hood type of kids them anymore. They were more like in like, you know, almost like a private school in a way like that. Yeah, so it was more like that's what our culture is now. Most of our kids are now like in a proper schooling, not really like in the ghetto thing. Yeah, we do still have some, you know what I mean? But it's not
even,
like that.
even in the
But
ghettos,
that's why I wanted
man.
to look up Black-ish, because that was my point. Like, that was the
in
one that was showing that for sure.
In the ghettos, though, you have some of the most beautiful families, too. You know what I'm saying? Both parents in the home. In the ghettos, in the hoods.
Yeah.
It's a common thing.
Yeah.
You have huge families. Beautiful families.
But that's why, like, I hate when
You know
they
what
try
I'm
to
saying?
put out
So
the
it's-
portraying about, like, low energies, about, like, being in the ghetto, or it's because of their environment, because we all have come out from, like, a ghetto environment. Or somewhat of a ghetto environment. And look how good we've all turned out. So it's not always just that of the image that they want to portray about it. Yes, we have an understanding about it, and that some people can fall through the cracks, as they would say, in regards to all of like the negativity and the low energy that's being portrayed publicly. But how come we're not really doing so much now, like public portray about like the upliftment of those that came out of it? And Rose, it's very almost like little. We want to more celebrate what Sean is getting to, the low energy vibe of it, and trying to keep it that way. And it's true, they do it that way in regards to having the control.
I keep it real, though, cuz we love the fuckery, bro.
We love the drama.
As a people, we love the
You know what
fuckery.
happened?
People
This
love
stuff-
drama. Yeah.
That movie where Bob Marley's son and what's it called
Shut us.
Shatas. It's like everybody right now. The popularization is on like steroids. Everyone, especially in the culture of urban music, for like black. Let's be straight up, man. For like black male, the black male, right? It's like a steroid to make everything aggressive. When's the last time you heard of a good love song? Talking about man and woman.
There's really no such thing in like the commercial side of it. I mean,
Have you heard any promoted love songs?
I guess it's the version of love that's out the road right now.
As you can see, as you caught me on a stumble, I can't think of a recent song right now that is like a wicked love song, but I do remember a conversation we had with our boy, what was his name? The comedian that was here the other day. Conroy, yeah. And the artist, her that you know as a real name by, what was it again?
Oh, Gabriella Wilson.
Yes. She is the one that I can say that has like nice love songs that are there between a man and a woman. Miguel would be the other artist.
Yeah.
But we don't really have it in an abundance anymore, because everything is like what we said is sexualized.
Yeah.
So it's not about celebration of
But
love.
sexualized and controlled, how they want it.
Exactly.
Because
they want
I grew
controlled
up, I
sex,
remember when I
controlled
think of
wild
my time-
sex.
I'm kind of
kinkies.
overhearing that though.
Why?
Like, I already, cause I accepted the fact that we love this shit.
We love the drama, yeah.
Do you?
Not me personally,
Just
but
society,
we
yeah.
collectively.
They
We.
made it that way.
This is quote unquote our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I remember the culture, just say me, my view. Growing up,
You cannot
when you
take the
hear-
beautiful
when
in
you
hip hop
hear,
and leave out
new-
the ugly.
When
you
you
have to
hear,
take
I'm
both.
just gonna put it like
You
this.
have to.
When you hear a new edition song, or you're hearing like, you know, a shy song, my time,
Yeah.
you're thinking
My time, yeah.
of the time, even though I was young, and there's older, cause you know, like
Yeah, all the G's.
the whole thing of a kind of like a faith, just to be with
being
a
in
woman,
love,
to
yeah.
be in love with a girl or a woman, was like
Popular.
popular,
Yeah.
but and it was through media too.
Yeah.
But now, that's like sensitive shit, man.
It
That's
all,
like
it all plays
if you
into-
watch, it's kind of crazy to say it. If you go to, if they were to promote, and I know it's on the YouTube, these songs of like what we're talking about, it probably wouldn't be. It'll be like looked on as a joke right now, because you know, to the certain generation. I'm not talking my My generation, they say, yo.
Well, that's what it is right now. Like
You
what
taking
they would
them-
say is that if we were playing that type of music right now, because the way how they wanted to like now, or it's been perpetuated, as we would say, in the media of not being like soft and loving. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The man them are gonna be like, man, you're just whipped to the woman. You know what I mean? All of them things that when it's like, no, I love that woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a
express- you're
genuine,
not
yeah.
expressing the
You can't
emotion to the
express that
woman.
emotion to that
Because
woman.
that's wrong now.
It's almost
Listen
wrong
to all the
now.
old songs, really.
And
the
before-
expression of it's a
Before,
man
remember,
and a woman.
even remember back in the day when like
Sorry.
dances were going in. No, not a problem. You had a slow jam part.
Yep.
Remember? So
Yeah.
even if there was a girl that you wanted to talk to and you couldn't get to talk to her the whole night because
Yeah.
whatever it is
that
of her
was the slow
girlfriend's
jam
blocking or
True.
whatever it was, you had a chance now to try to go and talk to the gal when the slow jams came on. Right? And even if you didn't talk to her, if you got to dance with her, it was like, all right, give my play because at least the lyrics from the song, and you know that you are look good, and you are whole are nice,
Good vibes. Man.
are good vibes.
Not
All
low,
right.
Not low energy.
Not no low energy in regards to loving and showing love to a
But at the
woman.
Yo, I
same
feel
time, that's
sorry
what I'm
for- I
saying
feel sorry
though.
for the-
We love the shit because you still have grown folks participating with the with the young ones.
Yeah, yeah.
They're with them out there at the same parties and shit.
true, it's
doing
And that's the
things.
problem now too, as I said, like we got adults now that are going through a second childhood through their children. And me now being as a parent, I think that that's dumb. Because you got to allow your kids now to be their lives. It's not your life anymore. Yeah, maybe your life didn't work out as like how you would like to, but it's now for your kids to actually have that life. Because if you're now support, what I've always seen now is this. Before I even had my youth, was that if a parent was supportive of what the kid wanted to accomplish in their life,
Yeah.
the kid will never let that parent be broke. Would you? If your parents were that supportive in what you wanted to accomplish in life,
No, yeah.
whatever it was, sport,
Yeah.
professionally, music-wise, and you got there,
Took it to the top, man.
are you really going to leave your parents behind?
No.
You never would. You know what I mean? So this is why, like I say to a lot of parents, let your kids fulfill their dream because at the end of the day, you'll get your like dream out of it.
That's a dope outlook.
You'll always get it.
You know why? A lot of people too don't have sometimes that support. So that's where we have the problem, right? There's parents who say they're parents, but they don't invest.
They're not really invested into their kids.
That's where it stems from, right there.
That's where it stems from a lot. Because when a lot of times now, like I remember like when me growing up, I said I wanted to get into like basketball and everything like that. Yeah, my parents did invest into it to a degree that they could afford to doing so. You know what I mean? But when it became now unaffordable,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's limitations.
Like,
That's life, right? Now, those that can do the affording or
Yeah.
know the cracks or knowing the network, you know what I mean? You never see those kids turn their back
But
on
that's
their
a lot of
kids.
people. If the parent, it
And
depends
really
on the
true
energy
invested,
of
yeah.
What you want to put into it.
That too, because now also too, you also have some parents that because they never made it,
Yeah.
they're now gonna discourage the child for trying to like make it themselves. You're gonna
Vicariously-
say that, right?
Vicariously live through the child, so
Yeah,
force them into it.
forcing them into something
Because a lot,
else.
you know,
yeah.
children, they're fickle with sometimes with their activities. So sometimes they'll be like, "Yo, I don't want to do that no more. I want to play soccer now."
Yeah.
And then you'd have parents that wouldn't allow them to just bloom. Be like, "No, you're doing this."
Yeah,
Deep
I
down
never
in
liked that.
inside, they're saying, "This is my dream, and you're gonna live it out for me because I can't live it out." That's the truth.
That's the thing that I don't like as like being a parent, and that was the one thing I said I would never do to my child in regards to like, well, I need to see him in like my image that works out for like how I would want to see him. at the end of the day, I want to see my son happy. And then that
all that
means, yeah, when that is done, that means now he is in the image of like what I wanted to see him because he's happy with who he is. Because at the end of the day, that's what I want to be, is happy with who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of parents are like, well, no, you want to be happy by having this, having that. No, I just want you to be happy with who you are. Because when you're happy with who you are, it all comes.
So there's parents out there, even if you could say culturally maybe different, but they want to see. I see the point of view how they see it. If their child, they'll invest in the child, but has to, like what you're saying, kind of do their instructions.
Do their instructions.
And if they don't go by their instructions.
Now,
like
we
you
do
kinda-
have some parents that understand the game and like the kids are not fully understanding the direction at the time.
Yeah.
All right. And it can become frustrating to the youth. Yes, we have that. Because sometimes we'll be looking at our own parents like, yeah, when I was like, or like some of us would say like, yeah, we would look at our parents and saying, well, that's not the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's done this way. But our parents would be like, well, no, we're trying to show you a foundation way where it's like, all right, you can't be fucked with, but you're not trying to hear it.
Yeah.
Enough of them would be doing that too. So it's both ways in regards to like understanding where both are coming from. The young have to really like pay attention to the old, and the old have to really pay attention to the young. But when you come with the stubbornness now, and that's where the parenting and the childhood trauma now comes in, is what we're now dealing with the low energy vibe. That's where now the confusion and the hatred comes in now from both the parent and the child, as you can see.
What's going on now? These generation, what they call Z generation, right? But I'll be honest now. I seen both worlds. My oldest ones are turning 23, so they're still early 20s. Twins, boy and girl.
Okay.
So I see whatever things going on right now supposed to be pop culture, popular. Even though I'm the OG, because I have kids young, I'm still in that generation. Because my kids are young. Still, they're like, I have 20-year-olds around.
Yeah.
So anything what's going on now, someone could never say, oh, this guy's old head, he doesn't know what he's saying. I got the boy and the girl as evidence. So whatever they see, like they have a different.
Yeah, they're saying
around
one
us,
here, yeah.
They know about shit what not the average will
What
know.
the average ones of that age would know, yes. Yeah.
But you could see
They're
what
still
they're in.
of their generation.
Because this is 2023,
Yep.
right? So whoever's a young in the whatever.
It's
the
their
20s,
world right now.
This is their world.
That's what it is. Children are the
see their
future.
world.
That's why,
So
like, yeah.
Different things, man.
And
Trust
that's,
me.
crazy.
that's why it's important to talk to them and
Yeah, and that's why it's really important in regards to my IG that I said, like, the education starts from home, because if you're not giving your kids the education from home, how are they going to have the protection body armor to deal with what's going on out there in the world
You know what they call
and have a good
smashing?
judgment?
You ever heard smashing? What?
I remember what smashing was back in the day,
They
but
call it smashing.
it
what they
wasn't
say
a good
smashing.
thing.
This is good for them, though. You know what smashing is?
No.
Basically, you heard of smashing, right?
nah.
This is what I've been hearing from when they're in high school. This I'm bringing it back. They're 23, but this when they're in high school now. Smashing means they don't have no relationship with the person. Like if a guy.
Oh,
and a girl
okay.
comes
So it is
together,
what I thought it was.
they just do whatever.
It
And
is what I thought
it's
it was,
not-
but I
no,
didn't think that's where you
But
were
they
going.
made it so not like us. It's more like this ain't nothing.
It's comfortable now.
common.
Yeah.
So
no
if you just
relationship.
attract-
Oh, you're
just-
saying their generation?
Yeah,
Their
they don't have
generation,
no
there's no
boyfriend
such
girlfriend
thing. Like,
business.
there's no such thing as love. It's just
There's no
smashing.
boyfriend girlfriend commitment shit going on. It's like, yo, I smashed that one this week. I smashed that one. Yeah, I smashed
No, I
it.
remember that was like our like
Back and forth.
term back in the day. They're saying like, yeah, I got that gal, I hit that one. But now that it's like a normal thing, like it's not
like,
about
oh,
love.
we're going
Yeah.
to no relationship.
Yeah.
Or, and sitting, it's like
It's
I
just like
smashed
man's
you once,
bragging rights now.
And I'm not gonna
That's
stay.
all learned behavior, though.
They
Taught.
It's
made it
all still-
popularized. It's
kind
popular.
of top.
It's getting
Been
now
very
more popularized, but
popularized.
that's our fault though too, because we made that popular when we were growing up, yo. We have to look at ourselves
That's
for
a
it. I
fact.
don't, you know what I mean? Like
Because yo, man,
when we were in our teens and
I don't wanna
everything, like
give up some
on
of the
now.
brothers and the playbook what they're doing since this internet shit with this whole smashing shit. Because you know people are meeting up with people, and that's that. You're right. The older people and
that's what they
smashing
would talk
shit.
about to like the boys
I
them,
mean,
yo.
the older people.
No, I mean like the internet shit. That's how they're using it too to smash. Like you don't know the person. Huh?
OnlyFans. Oh, you mean
Yeah,
like
you
dating
people are
sites?
just using
Yeah,
the
like
internet.
all of those websites that are just
You don't
about
know the
like
person,
don't
it's
hook, you
just
don't know,
one-
you just
you
meet
just
up
meet,
and done.
done.
Yeah, them
No
dating.
relationship. No
Even
nothing.
before the internet, speed dating was all of that shit.
That's what
yo.
it is, though. But these kids now made it more when we're in high school. We're in, like
It's a
people
more-
do it, but
But
this
you,
is like
that's when you gotta look at. Well, I'm gonna look at it like this. Like I guess every generation has its extremes. Then you can't
That's what
really.
it is.
say
That's what it
which
is.
one
They take it to
more
the extreme.
than the other
Right.
We
one.
were
to the
cautious when it was first there.
Yeah.
Now our kids think like it's a normal thing. So
do
now
you
they
hear about
take the
AIDS
extreme.
anymore? Do you hear about AIDS? In our time, you've been hearing about Africa and the AIDS a lot.
Yeah.
Do you hear them talk about AIDS?
Disappeared.
Yo, do you know this generation? You're gonna hear this. I want to know if you know about this. You know, some of them don't know what AIDS is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
It's a bad thing if the parents are not teaching them what that is.
But the
then.
popularize it, if you even say it like what I'm saying, it's like what? AIDS. They'll look it up. They probably Google it. But it's not something. You remember how they put the commercials on
Yeah.
TV and say you would see more of it and it
all for
disappear.
population control again. But
You don't.
yeah,
That's not even a threat to young kids about.
you know,
It's still out there.
It's out there, but it's
still
not.
out there,
It's
yeah.
how they make things disappear by not talking about it or promote and think of it. Yo, all I used to hear is Africa AIDS
Yeah, that was the propaganda.
and send money to Africa because I heard that from time since I was like, I don't know, watching whatever they had it on TV talking about that shit. Now you don't hear about nothing. No AIDS anymore. No
Yeah.
HIV.
because they want the agenda to be all about like the whole entire like confused people. Them now, yo.
Oh, we ain't even gonna go. I'm not.
I don't want to go back to it. I'm trying to end it off on that
Yeah,
note
let's-
there right now. Yeah,
Sorry.
save it for another like
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for paying attention to us once again. How you mean? How you
Yes,
mean?
sir.
Yeah, down to earth, man.
Down to earth
Rumble,
talks. You
check
already
it
know. Rumble, check us out.
Yes, sir.
You can follow me on Instagram as Impenetrable. You already done know. The Rexdale Rasta, the Rebel with the crown,
Peace
and
out.
Sean Myrie.
Crown.
Peace out. Done know. Ah.